So if you are a consultant without a sales team and you are using HubSpot as your CRM, this video is for you. Spoiler alert, you need to ditch HubSpot before you're trapped. I'm going to invite you to click like if you are looking for a better, easier way for managing your leads, how to elevate your client experience and really stand out from the consultant crowd, and a way to do all of this without costing an arm and a leg. So for the alternative platform I'm going to be mentioning in the video, I want to make sure that you know right up front that I'm not just going to tell you the platform and leave you hanging. I did create a step-by-step, in-depth, ultimate checklist on how to set up this platform for consultants so you can set it up and get it going in 3 days or less. If you're new here, hello, my name is Nicole Mace. I am a system strategist and a digital learning designer, and I help coaches and consultants just like you streamline their processes, scale their business and impact while reducing their workload, because I want to make sure that the number of hours in your day never limits your success. So let's dive into why HubSpot is not for you, my solo entrepreneur friend. Number one, it is complicated. Look, I love a good challenge. I'm a system strategist. I love the tech, but I am not a software engineer and I do not have time to spend hours trying to figure out this highly complex CRM system that was made for sales teams. I think Steve Jobs said it best when he stated, "The best technology is the one that is so easy to use that it fades into the background and lets you focus on what you actually are trying to accomplish." Yes, Steve. That's right. We are still learning from you years and years later. So if you don't have a team of people, sales reps out there selling your services for you who need to track all of their activity and their connections and all that goodness while you sit back in the CEO chair and relax, HubSpot is not for you. There's a better way. My next point is the fact that HubSpot is not cheap. Oops. Listen, you get to start with the free CRM version of it. It's kind of like a teaser, right? So here's a CRM. Look how easy it is for leads to drop into your CRM. But the moment that you want to integrate other tools or set up some automations, you have now moved from free to $450 a month. There's no in-betweens. So again, it is really made for those businesses that have sales teams out there who are going to meet their quotas every month to pay for this dang system. And for that kind of money, you can hire your own marketing agency to go out and do a lot of this work for you. And point number 3 is that HubSpot is an ecosystem, a closed ecosystem.
Oh no!
What does that mean? It means you are stuck with the tools that they have deemed special to be in their ecosystem. So for example, if you want to send a contract, an e-signature contract to a lead from your HubSpot CRM, then the integration tool that they are allowing is PandaDoc. Great, fine. So now you are paying the $450 a month for HubSpot in order to have these integrations and automations. And then now you're also paying for PandaDoc. So again, if you are a small business, a solo entrepreneur, a solo consultant, maybe you have a VA a couple hours a week, but really you are keeping costs down, this is not the option for you. Listen, HubSpot is really great for a lot of different reasons. It needs to have a level of complexity when you have a big sales team. We've got that. But what is the alternative that you can use if you are not them? Right? But you want to stand out from the crowd and make sure that your client experience is top notch. As a system strategist, I've built CRMs in project management tools, as well as built systems in other business management tools like HubSpot. And I will tell you, the winner chicken dinner is HoneyBook. Now, you may have heard HoneyBook before, maybe in the photographer area, or other services or venue vendors. Yeah, it can be used for service providers, but ultimately it is used for small business, independent businesses such as yours. And it can also be set up perfectly for consultants and that work and that pipeline. So that's why I recommend HoneyBook as the alternative to very expensive HubSpot. So let's jump into HoneyBook together, and I'm going to show you how simple, affordable, and flexible it really is. Okay, so let's jump right into HoneyBook here. We want to make sure that it is simple, it is affordable, and it is flexible so that you are using the CRM that is truly built for small individual businesses. So when you log into HoneyBook, here is your dashboard. It's going to tell you right up front your projects. So any new inquiries who have come in, any projects with the most recent activities. So if someone has signed a contract or sent you an email, any of that good stuff here, or paid you. It's going to tell you your upcoming payments and your most recent payments of coming in. Any tasks that you have set for yourself today. And again, in a previous video, I showed you that you can set up tasks to be assigned to yourself or to another team member that you've added into your HoneyBook account automatically using the automations. When a lead or a client does something, then a task can be set to be assigned to anyone you want. So it also has your calendar. So any calls coming in, you can integrate Calendly or use the native scheduler tool right in HoneyBook. So it's going to show you what your events for today and events for later this week, and then some great reports. So very simple layout here. Your project is where you're going to find your actual CRM, because any individual lead or client coming into your CRM automatically gets a project. And you can think about a project as just an organized space or folder for the client and the project. So here is your CRM pipeline, which is completely customizable by you for what stages that you want to move people through. You also have a place to keep all of your contacts for upcoming referrals or even prospects in the future. You have a place to keep that all there. Let's jump into a test project so you can see what that looks like. So now I'm in a test project. We just have a nice image here that's associated with my brand. We have the name of the project, the type of project it is for me, and then TBD for the project date. Now, in this project folder, project space, there's so much that you can hold and organize all in one lovely space. And then multiple of these elements are shown to the client in their client portfolio, or their client portal is what I wanted to say. So in the project, you have 4 main tabs here. Activity is where you can track any activity that the client has had with any smart folders, questionnaires, anything you've sent their way. You can track their activity here so you can help them if they ever get stuck. You can also directly send them emails from here. So no longer do you have to track down email threads, because you can send them an email directly from here, adding different elements in there, including pulling any email templates that you've already created. You can send it right away or schedule it for later. Next, I want to show you files. This is your private filing cabinet for you and your client. So if you are asking them to upload any files for you to review and access, or vice versa, you can have this space right here. Payments, this is where you can track payments. You can even do a quick create invoice to send to them right away for any reason, as well as project details. So a lot of the project details is what is going to autofill for your proposal information, your contract information. So it's important to fill out these spaces to save some time. So you can track the type of project that you are maybe providing for this client, the name of the project, their time zone you can track here, project date, beginning and end date. You can add a location. You can also add multiple other dates for, the actual, maybe you're doing an in-person training or any kind of milestone. You can add about the project details here. This is viewable to clients, but you do have a private details and notes area for yourself. So you can add a new note. It's going to timestamp it for you so you can remember it, and you can delete it if it's no longer needed. So over on the right-hand side, I want to show you that this space is only visible to you. It's not in the client portal. And this is a space where you can move clients through the stages in your pipeline. You can also set this up automatically. For example, when they sign their contract, they automatically move to the next step in the pipeline. You also can track the lead source. Really important to know where your leads are coming from to double down in that space. Your notes connection here, you can do a quick note here. This is the same space down here. You can start a time tracker for any process or service that you're doing that you want to know personally, or you want to be able to show your client. And then this is a place where you can add specific tasks for yourself. So these are like reminders to do something that you can schedule for the future, so that you don't have to keep all of these remember to-dos in your head and put them here so that you can free up some brain space. And then you can apply any automations that you have already created. You can apply them to any project to start right away. That will definitely save you some time in removing some manual steps. So that is how simple it is. You have all these tools at your helm. I can definitely do a deep dive into what these tools are and how I utilize them as a consultant. Please leave a comment below if you are looking for that kind of information and that more thorough walkthrough. Happy to do that for you. And then I want to talk to you about the price. So remember with HubSpot, it's very spendy, right? And so HoneyBook is a much more affordable alternative. And I will tell you that although they're showing 20% off here, if you use my link down below, I am an official HoneyBook educator and I have a 35% off your entire first year. So definitely grab that link below, use that code, get that money saved and kept for your business. So it has 3 different options here. Starter. If you're paying yearly, you get 2 months free. So this is what the monthly looks like. Or if you pay in full for the year, how much per month it's going to be. So I always recommend the essentials level because you really want to have and take advantage of the automations as well as the scheduler. And you also want to be able to add a VA if you have one to take even more off of your plate. Okay, so very, very affordable compared to HubSpot. Now, the last thing I want to show you is just how flexible this platform really is. So I'm going to jump into, let's see, a template gallery here. Here's a beautiful, I think there's 88 templates that HoneyBook provides you with to start. So you never have to start from scratch. And let's say I want to create a proposal. Now, my goal for my tip for consultants that I'm helping them set up HoneyBook is to go in and pre-create multiple different proposals for different types of projects that you may be doing. So you have your templates kind of set. So when you go and create a proposal for a new client, you're never starting from scratch, even further than these templates already provide you. So I want to show you how flexible this platform is. So let's say that I'm going to start with this. Okay, I can see in this proposal, it is a space where I can tell the lead about different services I have. I can send them an invoice based on the services I select. I can then auto create a contract that they can e-sign right away. They then are sent to a payment portal. Actually, it's kept right there in that file. They can access the payment portal and then schedule a next appointment with me, all right here. So I'm going to say, yeah, let's edit this template and see what we can do. First of all, it's going to say, hey, apply your default theme. This is your brand colors. So any brand colors that I have set, I can add them as well as my typography or the different fonts. So it's going to align with my brand right away. Now you can change any of these pictures here, right? You can change any of the words. So think of it as just like a Word doc. That is much more fun to look at and fun to use. Showing you flexibility is just to show you that anything you are sending, so these are called smart files. You can make a smart file into anything that you want. You can put anything on these pages. You can delete any pages. You can move any pages. And you can really make this your own. And then within the page, on the page itself, you can add whatever you need in this space. So if I want to add a specific question right here for them to mark off, an image to show them, I can add a video that I've created maybe for them, like a welcome video, add in company information, change up the layout, so the column spacing, and then add any actions, interactive, actions for them to do right there on the space. So although I picked this template, and it already has a lot of the scripts for me and the copy for me to edit and alter, I can really turn this into anything that I want. Okay, so very, very flexible and easy to use and affordable. So now that you know why HubSpot is not the best choice for the solo consultants out there and how HoneyBook can truly be a best platform or tool to streamline your sales system and elevate your client experience, making that whole thing, that whole process a dream, I do want to remind you that I have an ultimate checklist on how to set up HoneyBook for consultants. There's 3 main phases that you can do, one each day, and a set of steps to complete for each day, making sure your entire CRM and HoneyBook and sales process is streamlined and set up in 3 days or less. And if you like this video, go ahead and click like and subscribe to this channel if you want to know more ways and practical steps to streamline your business systems and ensure that you are building your business the exact way that you want to. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.